Here we go. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As I mentioned a second ago, my name is Sheila Johnston. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at the Girl Scouts of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And also co-hosting tonight is Kelly Hawthorne. She is our Director of Product Program and of Retail Operations. So thank you, Kelly. And what I am going to do very quickly is I am going to go through and just mute everybody. I think that right now everybody must be muted because I'm not hearing anything, but just in case. All right, Kelly, give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. All right, we are good to go. All right, so once again, we are here tonight to talk about our fall product program. If you've done the fall product program before, you will probably be able to testify to anybody how simple it is. It's extremely simple, and it's a great opportunity to earn extra funds for your troop. So tonight's presentation won't take a whole lot of time because there's some additional training that comes along the way with fall product, but we're going to go through some of the basics. And it's always important to be reminded that during any product program in Girl Scouts, there are 5 essential skills that girls are working on. They are goal setting, money management, people skills, decision making, and business ethics. And again, they get a great opportunity to earn funds to fund their different adventures as well as their service projects. A lot of troops we find spend a good deal of their proceeds from any product program and actually generates it right back into community service. So the impact that the product program has on girls and their experience in Girl Scouting is as we said, the entire program is a learning experience in Girl Scouts. And again, troops get a chance to use money from the program to participate in fun activities and travel and go to camp and do service projects and all kinds of things. And again, I already said they give funds back to their community, and it helps fund the entire Girl Scout experience for everyone. So funds from these programs actually do help offset our ability to operate camp properties and to be able to have merchandise in our shops and to be able to fund our different programming opportunities that we offer. All right, so this year's theme is Ready to Explore. And if you are new to Girl Scouts, you may not know this yet, but we have the same theme for fall product and for cookies. We have different mascots for each program, but we have the same theme. So we really like this Ready to Explore theme, and let's jump into it. The mascot is the kangaroo this year. You can see some fun facts about kangaroos. If you happen to come in to our office in Richmond anytime soon, we've got some fun facts that you can pick up there in our little conversation corner, and we'll try to get some up to Fredericksburg that you can take and share with the girls in your troop. But just some fun things about kangaroos. I thought the most amazing one was that they can't walk backwards. I learned that just recently. Kangaroos do not have the ability to walk backwards. So might be a fun activity to do with the girls, have them walk backwards and then explain to them how kangaroos can't do that. First things first, with the fall product program, the troop earns 12% of all the sales. And the reason for that is because with fall product, there are so many different price points and so many different options available that it's just much simpler to just have a flat 12% of all sales going right back to the troop. Now, if you're an older girl troop, meaning you're cadet, senior, or ambassador, you have the option of opting out of the girl rewards, which means you don't want to get the stuffed animals or the fun different rewards that the girls are going to earn. And instead, you're going to get an extra 3% of the proceeds. Some troops do that, especially some of the troops that are like to do a lot of travel. Maybe they're planning for a big trip next year and they need absolutely every penny to go towards their savings for their trip. So that's why some troops would do that. There is a place in the system, once we get into that a little bit, where you'll be able to slide a bar over and choose that you're an opt-out troop. And if you have any trouble finding that, you'll be able to let us know and we'll be able to take care of that on our end to make sure that you get the full proceeds. All right, there are so many different things, like I said, with the fall product. There's a nuts and chocolate portion. Then there's also magazines. Then there's a bark box, which actually comes with really popular dog treats as well as some fun toys. There's candles. There's personalized products that you could order with your name on up, frames and notepads and things like that, as well as Tervis tumblers. So there's really a lot of great options with the fall product. So we're going to look at this a little bit more in detail. When someone goes into the online portal, so when the girl sends her order to someone, she's going to send an email out to people, or they can go through a QR code that she can generate through the site. They're going to go in and they're going to see all these different options. So the customer will choose which one they're going into. They're going to go and say nuts and chocolates, go in and figure out what it is they want to order. They're going to close that out, complete the sale, and then this is going to pop back up, giving them the option to then go in to some of these other portals. So if you're like me and you go in and you order nuts and chocolate, the next thing you're going to do is probably go in and order a couple Bark boxes. And then I'm going to come back and order some candles, and then I might go back and order some magazines. So again, lots of different options um, in terms of what the customer can order. So again, there's several different ways that customers can visit the girls' site. They can use a QR code. They can use a link that girls can send through email out to everybody they know. And it makes it super easy to order and support the girls. All right, quick update on the storefront. If you did this previously, again, you can toggle up and down as a customer in the site. You can kind of toggle up and down through this one pop-up that's going to show. So we showed you before how there's all the different menus with all the different items, but there's another way that you can pop up and down in the site if you're supporting the girl. It's just a simple little update, but it makes it very easy to not have to exit out and go right back in. All right, let's talk about the nuts and chocolate for a little bit. So you may be aware that with the fall product, there's two different ways the girls can participate. Everything can go through the online portal, or they can still take hard copy orders of nuts and chocolate through an order card. If you've received your packet already, you're going to find that those order cards in there. We gave you one for, I think we gave you everybody 10 of everything. And if we knew you had a large troop, we tried to give you more than one packet so that you would have enough for everybody. So again, two different ways. Everything can be ordered online and paid for online, or girls can take orders on their traditional order card and then actually collect the payment when the product is delivered. So just keep in mind those are the two different options. And there's no right or wrong. You can do both. You can do all online or you can do all in person, whatever works best for your troop. Just to tell you some of the top selling items that we have, the deluxe pecan clusters have been our #1 seller for quite a few years now. It's a really popular product. And then we've got the chocolate covered pretzels, which come in the really nice little holiday tin. Every tin is a little bit different, but it makes a wonderful gift at the holiday time. Third is our peanut butter bears. Again, they always come up in our top five. They're pretty top five. They're very popular. And then we've got the whole cashews with sea salt. And then #5 in our top five is the English butter toffee, my personal favorite, and I highly recommend it if you're not sure what to order. Um, Again, some consistent things with last year. We've got the holiday tin, and then there's always a collectible tin for Girl Scouts. That's part of the mix. Our collectible tin has the mint, the chocolate mint, and I think it's sorry. And one thing, if you've been doing this for a little while or you've had them before, you will notice that the color of the mint inside the chocolate mint has changed just a little bit this year. They took out some of the artificial coloring that was in it and replaced it. And now there's no artificial coloring in that cream. It's now white. All right, this is what our tins look like this year. Our mint treasures, again, the collectible tin. Last year, you may remember we had one where it was like two girls holding hands with their friendship bracelets. And this one really leans into the whole adventure and exploring theme. So I think it's really cute and going to be very popular. And then again, the holiday tin has the chocolate covered pretzels in it, extremely popular. I always buy a ton for holiday gifts. I love nothing more than to be able to give one to somebody with a gift card taped on top of it, and it's usually very much appreciated. So again, a good thing to remind the girls that, they can talk up holiday purchases because they'll have them in plenty of time. Okay, we've got two new products that are only available online. So the cranberry trail mix, we used to have that in our on the card, but this year it's only available online. Wasn't a choice that we made. It was something with Ashton Farms. So you'll see that it's still available, just not on the order card. And then the sweet onion snack mix, that's new this year. And we tasted it and it's pretty tasty. Again, it's only going to be available online, but it's definitely a new flavor to try out. Ashton Farms is expanding the amount of items that are available online for purchase. So again, you've got the items that are going to be on the actual order card, and then a whole bunch of new exclusive online items that you can order through the website. And that includes, as you can see, different sizes of some of the products that we have. Like we've got the mint treasures, but they've got them actually of different sizes, or you can get tins from previous years. So that's always kind of cool. If you just started collecting the tins and you'd like to get some of the previous tins, you can go ahead and do that through the site. And then again, some other items that we don't offer on our order card, such as the caramel apples and the Black Forest trail mix. So again, many, many options. If you order product for nuts and candy through direct ship and have it shipped directly to your house, this is what the shipping rates are looking like for this year. So we try to put that out there so people have an idea. The customer does pay for the shipping. So that is one thing to be aware of, that they are paying for the shipping. And if they choose to have the product delivered by a girl, which is an option, they can still pay online for the product and then have the girl deliver it, and then they're not paying shipping. But that will only be good up until a certain point. So Kelly's going to talk about the timing a little bit later, and that will be impacted by that. All right, something brand new that's happening this year is when a customer is checking out of the nuts and candy storefront, they're they're going to get a pop-up that says, would you like to add one more item? It's a bonus offer. We can't tell you what that item is because I'm not sure how the algorithm is going to be choosing the item, but it's going to pop up and give them an offer to purchase another item as a bonus, and it's not going to change the shipping costs. So that's just something that if you've done this before, because it's different, we want to make sure that you know about it. But it might really, help your girls' sales a little bit if someone's about to check out and they get an offer saying, hey, you want to add one more thing for no additional shipping cost, might be worth it. It's also good to know that 26 of the 35 items that we have through Ashton Farms and our nuts and chocolate is gluten-free. So that's always good to know. All right, we have a great opportunity through the Care to Share program for girls to be able to support the men and women in the military. And what happens is on your order cards and through the online portal, people will see that they've got an option to participate in Care to Share, which means basically that they're going to buy an item of nuts and chocolate, and then we as a council will donate that to the USO. The USO then takes care of distributing those products out to lots of different facilities in the area. I know with these particular fall products, they really like having them because their main office is at the Richmond International Airport. And so during the holidays, they have tons of men and women coming through the airport and coming down to the USO office. And I know a lot of times they will actually set up a special table in the lobby of the airport to hand them out to people as they're getting off their flights. And I know it's always been very popular. So again, something we're really proud of. It's super easy. The girl doesn't have to worry about delivering the product. Leaders don't have to worry about delivering the product. We actually take possession of the product and get it to the USO right after the program ends. So, and the girls can also earn a patch for it. So it's fantastic. All right, we're going to talk about magazines and more a little bit. There were some titles that had disappeared for a few years off of our magazine options, and some of them are coming back this year. So we're happy about that, including like Travel and Leisure and Highlights. So there's going to be a larger array of magazines available. Again, just some other options that are available. There's a lot. And if you have a subscription, you can go in and renew it through this portal as well, which makes it. And the BarkBox. We talked about how BarkBox is available. They've got the dog treats in them, but then there's several different options because they're kind of going back and offering some of the previous options from the last few years where we had the dog sash and the little boots. And what's new this year is the squeak along guitar. So it's just adorable. I highly recommend the BarkBoxes as a gift for all the dog lovers in your life. All right, we've got candles. I think we had candles at one point. They were gone for a couple years and now they're back. But I will say I was sampling some of the scents recently when I was up in Washington at the National Convention, and some of them smell heavenly. So I highly recommend the candles. Again, they make great gifts and are very reasonably priced. And then we've got the personalized products, as I mentioned, note cards, frames, different things like that that you can have, even napkins. And then Tervis Tumbler. There are so many different options in the Tervis Tumbler store that you'll be able to go in and order. Once again, make wonderful holiday gifts, but you encourage people to check those out. All right, Kelly, at this point, I am going to turn things over to you to talk a little bit about the girls' experience in M2 and with the fall product.
Thank you, Sheila. And as Sheila said earlier, hi, my name is Kelly Hawthorne. I am the new director of product program and retail. I am having a massive allergy situation right now, so I apologize in advance if I start sneezing on all of you. But as Sheila was moving on to our girl experience, Sheila, next slide, please. I'm sorry. So how we're going to get started with fall product is it's very easy, as Sheila kind of let on. It's very easy to participate. Girls can do it fully online with access to sell the nuts and the chocolates, the magazines, the boxes, the candles, all of that. Or they can do in person with their nut and order cards. So neighbors, friends and family, coworkers, that kind of thing. Whatever they choose to do, whatever fits best for you is available. They can also do both. Next slide, please. The Girl Scout platform. So this is where they're going to log in to start everything. So they're going to get a link, things like that. If you've done this in the past, it's very easy. You're going to log in using last year's credentials. If you've forgotten what that password is, just click reset password and you'll get right in. New users, you're going to choose to create an account and you're going to use the preferred email address that you would receive notifications and things like that from. You'll confirm the membership with that. The girls can set their goals. So to track, how much they want to sell, that kind of thing, upload a photo. And one of the best things and the most fun part about this is the girls will all create their own avatar. And then from there, this is where they'll share their link and to sell for online orders. Next slide. There's a dashboard. This is all very user-friendly. It's the online toolkit for managing your online and in-person sales. In there, you'll find a supporter thank you, your address book, an avatar room where the girls can show off their avatar, your paper order entries, the physical rewards, and sales reports to show the sales. Next slide. And this is what I was talking about. This is my favorite part about fall product is the personalized experience. So the girls will get to go in here and they will design their avatar however they choose. And that will play another part in a fun portion going forward. Next slide, Sheila. They'll have on the dashboard also will be all of the tools that will make this very easy to do. So they can send emails with the girls' link. They can share their site, social media, and text messages. They actually give you the ability to make printable business cards and door hangers with a QR code. So the girls can have these items, you can have somebody use their phone with their camera to scan it and it will take them right to their site. Next slide. And if you are in the dashboard and you select share my site, it's going to bring you to a page that will allow for those varieties of sharing. So you can download the images with online marketing tools. There's an a storefront link, which is, again, the link that you would give people for them to go directly to your girls' storefront. And you can also share directly to social media, as well as text friends and family. Next slide. The reporting part of this, we have something new this year. There's an individual product line report. So they've consolidated them for easier viewing. So all reporting, everything from the past is still there. It's just easier to access and easier to use. There's also find additional reporting on the sales by channel. So that allows you to keep track of how your sales originated. So if it was the link, if it was the QR code, social media, to tell you what's doing the best, what's working the most, or maybe what's not. So impact results will focus on the underutilized sales channels. So maybe the link isn't working, but the QR code is, or the social media. It'll allow that to break down for you. Next slide. All right. And then the supporter thank you is a way for them to say thanks. So when someone orders through their website, or when you have their email address and things in there, you can actually go in, the girls can make a personalized email that goes directly to the customer, thanking them and telling them how they've supported them on their journey with fall product and what they're doing with Girl Scouts. Next slide. And then this is the fun part. So this is the avatar room. They get a very cool room. They get accessories. There's different tasks that they'll do. And as they do those, they'll get more things to do and to interact with this. You can have a troop photo. And volunteers, we highly encourage you to create your avatar as well. And participants can see you. You can create a troop photo with all of the girls' avatars and share that. Next slide. And then the fall personalized patch. So if you've done this again, or you've done this in previous years, you know this is a very fun thing. You create your avatar. There are 3 backgrounds to choose from. Make your avatar fit however you want it to be. And if you create the avatar, you send 20 emails, and the girls sell 350 plus in the combined sales. So the candles, the candy, the magazines, all of that, then they will actually get their personalized patch sent to them in whatever manner they designed it. So it'll be a little piece of, what they wanted. So the cookie crossover patch this year for 26-27, to do that, you'll create the avatar still. They'll need to send 20 emails, send 300 packages of cookies during the MY27, so the upcoming cookie season. And if they do all of those things, they will qualify. And then these are the different rewards that we've got this year. So $100 in combined sales gets them the sticker set. The 250 gets them the really fun fluffy pen. We've got a really cute interchangeable charm necklace for 400 in sales. 600 gets the kangaroo plush. 800 gets the choice of the Ready to Explore t-shirt or a pathway pass. And if they do 1,050 or more in combined sales, they'll get the personalized water bottle with the water bottle stickers, or they can do the large kangaroo plush. And these kangaroo plushes are amazing. They're fantastic. And then we've talked a little bit about the patches. So we've got if they sell 3+ magazines, then they'll get what you'll see the middle, the 2026 patch. If they sell 10 plus of the nut and candy items, they'll get the bottom kangaroo patch. And if they send 20 plus emails, they'll get the Ready to Explore top patch. And then we've got our social, our super seller patch, which is the 20 plus social shares. And then the care to share. So if they do 5 or more care to share items, they'll get that care to share patch. And then we'll move into our volunteer experience now. Oops, I just lost it. So this is an important piece of this. So on August 28th, you're going to receive an email invitation that's going to allow you to log into the site, and it's only going live for leaders on August 28th. Once you click on that link, you'll be able to watch the training video, and you'll be able to create your volunteer avatar. But the other thing is that you'll be able to queue up that parent adult email campaign to send out to your parents. So you'll get that ready to go. You'll need to, I guess, opt into that, if you will, or queue it up. And that, when it goes live for parents and girls, will send the email to your parents, giving them their link and access to the site. And this is the parent adult welcome emails on how to queue that up. So you'll have the girls should be in there. We've uploaded all of the girls. If you find that you've got, a girl, if there's a new girl that joined and we haven't gotten them uploaded, let us know. We'll get them in there. But their email addresses for all of the parents and girls are in this portal now. So you'll just, if you need to change anything, again, you can change. If you know that this email address, they use something different, you can edit that yourselves. You'll just select send and continue, and then the email with instructions on how to participate will be sent to each parent in your troop on the campaign launch date. And then here is going to be your troop dashboard. You can send messages. This is where you'll manage your paper order entries. You'll select their rewards. You can view the sales reports for the troop. And the banking and payments, you can see your balances and things, but you're not going to have to do anything as far as the finances go with council this way. Yeah, so like I said, it'll break down all of those reports. You've got access to a lot of information, and if you have any questions about anything, we're here to help. And also this year, we would love volunteers to create their avatar again. You have a wide selection of avatars to personalize and choose to your likeness. And again, once you've created your avatar, you'll be able to put this in the troop photo as well with the girls' avatars. And for the troop volunteer, you all can also qualify to receive and have your personalized avatar on a patch and sent to you. All you have to do is to create your own avatar. You have to send out that parent email, and reach the troop as a whole will reach $1,000 in sales, and they'll send you your personalized patch. Next slide. Is our last?
Kelly, this is Sheila, and I don't know why the slides are not advancing. There we
Oh,
go.
that's okay. Okay, I was going to say I've got it. Okay, so, oops. Where do we go? Okay. Oh, sorry. So balancing finances. So again, this is the dashboard where you'll be able to see your sales reports, how the troop is doing, the summary report and breakdowns on that. And then the banking and payments is, Sheila, help me with that one. That the banking and payments isn't so much a thing that'll be used, right? Because that we're not, help me.
Yeah, if it helps any, so there's some options in the system that as a council we choose not to use, but what will happen is when we have, you'll be able to go in and see what payments have been made, because with so much of the product being ordered online, people are paying for it at that time. So you'll be able to go in and see that. And when you have your ACH payment at the end of the program drafted from your troop, then we will go in and upload that in the system. So then you'll be able to go in and see that your balance has been paid, or if you possibly still have a balance. But yeah, lots and lots and lots of different reports.
Okay. All right. And so some of our program specifics. So these are the important dates. Fall product officially begins on September 5th. The last day for participants to enter their paper orders into M2 is going to be on October 2nd. And we know that there's always a few stragglers. So troop leaders will have until October 3rd to enter any additional orders that, may have come through. October 4th will be the last day to place online girl delivery orders. So for that initial order, if you will, the last day to put that in is October 4th. And the last day for service unit volunteers to enter the paper orders is also October 4th. And the last day the drive-through for picking up the initial orders is going to be October 16th and 17th. So 16th will be in Fredericksburg. And the 17th, we will be in Richmond. And the last day to place your direct ship orders is going to be November 8th. That'll be the last day of product program of the fall product.
Yeah. And Kelly, if I can interrupt for a second, we didn't have enough room on these slides to add everything. But if you live in a rural community and you are not near Fredericksburg and you are not near Richmond, we'll still have a delivery out to your area. We just don't always know the dates of that very far in advance. So we'll be communicating with your local service unit product program manager, who is the volunteer in your community who supports all things product program and is very knowledgeable. So we'll be communicating through them and letting troop leaders know where those deliveries are going to happen in rural communities.
Okay, so a couple of FAQs that we often get are, how do I reset my password? And that is when you go to sign in, you would just click on the forgot password and it will allow, right? Yes, I'm having a moment.
Yep, you got it.
All right, and then when can a supporter expect a direct ship nut order that's placed online? I believe that when it's a direct ship, so when they place the order, there's no money transfer with you. It's just automatically they put their order in through the link and then the product is directly shipped to them. I believe that they said the turnaround time for shipping was 7 to 10 days.
It's usually pretty quick. Yep.
Yes. And then a participant will receive their personalized patch. It is that one is it's generally I think within a month after the end of fall product, Sheila.
Yeah, and sometimes it just, I'd love to say it happens quickly, but sometimes it doesn't. And when you stop and think about the fact that every one of these patches has to be created personally with the girl's avatar and her name, that kind of helps you understand why it takes so long for them to come. But the nice thing is they're mailed directly to the girl's home. So you don't have to worry about picking those up from anyone. They go directly to the girl. And that's one of the reasons why it's really important to encourage the parents in your troop and even you to go in and make sure the addresses in the system are correct.
Yes. And we kind of touched on this a little bit, but if a participant doesn't find their name as they log into the platform, just reach out to us. It's possible if it's a new girl, if there was something was entered incorrectly, we can fix that pretty quickly. So just reach out and let us know. And expecting, if somebody's asking you when they can expect their online girl delivery items, obviously it's contingent. The initial order delivery is going to be the 16th and the 17th. So that delivery is when that girl is coordinating the delivery of the products. All right, and customer care. So M2 has a wonderful customer care team, and they are cross-trained to handle your tech support, your volunteer and participant, and customer inquiries. You can do phone, chat, or email. You can also contact gshelper@comgirlscouts.org or reach out to us at 804-746-0590, extension 316, and that is our help desk number. And that we thank you very much for participating with us this evening in our training. And we are open if you have any questions.
Yeah. And Kelly, I'm going to check the chat real quick.
I see the first one from Christy. And Christy, when I said whatever email, that was for the parents that, oh, I see what you're saying. We're registering for their account. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, in the past, like if dad tried to register, it would say, you don't have an account, you don't have a Girl Scout, right? Because it was mom's email on the Girl Scout account. So I just wanted to point that out. It's probably.
You're very correct.
Yeah, probably what you meant. Yes.
Yes, it needs to be whichever email address they've used to register for their girl.
All right. And I see a question, evidently somewhere on our website or our guide. It says you can't enter orders until October 4th, and it actually should be
It says, yeah, leaders specifically will be locked out until October 4th. It says,
yeah, it's
girls
the
can order
opposite.
their
They'll be locked out after October 4th. So I'm so sorry about that. We'll try to get that correction out in some more news and let people know about that. And we will have second chance orders this year. We don't have a lot of details on them yet, but probably what's going to happen is we've got 2 dates off the top of my head. I don't remember them, but they're like right after we do the initial drive-throughs in October, where we'll have Fredericksburg and the main office in at Skipwith will have an opportunity to do second chance pickup. So if you've got extra product or girls who place an order and want to get more product, they'll be able to do that. It's just going to be a first come first serve basis, and that's just kind of how we've had to do it the last couple of years because it's kind of limited as to what we receive. But again, we'll make sure that the dates are in some more news. And I think if there's any bit of advice I could give anybody, it is please read your some more news. It's only going out once a month nowadays, so you're not getting it every week like you used to. So we're trying to cram as much information into the Some More News when it goes out. And then of course there's the parent newsletter that goes out the week after Some More News, where we will be putting a lot more information to try and help the parents with the fall product program. But again, those are really key things. And then your Service Unit Product Program Manager, like we mentioned, just about every area has one now who is an experienced volunteer who's, been through this a little bit, and they're usually very happy to help you. So it's a source to attend your Service Unit meetings or reach out to your Service Unit Product Program Manager. And I see a question. I'm not a troop leader, just a volunteer. My first year. Oh, most important thing.
I've got 4 out in one.
I'm just going to say, in my opinion, one of the most important things to know is that if you're a brand new troop leader or a new volunteer working with a troop, this can be really, really easy.
And fun. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, so I know some people, if you have or haven't done cookies before, cookies is a little bit more complicated. This is just a really simple, easy program. If you want to, you can do everything online and just have the girls do direct ship and not even have to pick up items and help them deliver. And that's just a really easy way, especially for new troops to participate. Again, it's not really hard though with the girl delivery. You simply pick up the items and then find a way to distribute them to your girls at their next meeting or have them come to your house and pick them up. And then it's their responsibility to deliver them. But remember, even if they've taken orders that way, the money is already paid. You don't have to worry about making any kind of collections. So it's really helpful. And I just saw something pop up. Okay, so some more news is coming out next week, and we will include the link to this particular video tonight. So we will do that. And hopefully everybody by now has their packet. If not, we have additional packets at the Fredericksburg Service Center, and we have additional packets at the Skipwith Service Center. And if you are not able to come by one of those locations, if you reach out to our help desk, we would be happy to mail you a packet and get that out to you. So just again, reach out to our help desk at gshelper@commgirlscouts.org and let us know if you need a packet. We'll be happy to send it to you.
And Christy, I'll get you the slides before the meeting.
Yes. First Wednesday of each month is some more news.
Yes. So your meeting is Wednesday. Yeah. So you'll have them in some more news before the meeting. If your meeting is on the 2nd as well. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. So as long as they come before,
yes,
dinner. Yep.
Yes. They will be there before dinner.
Thank you.
Sure.
Should be. All right. Are there any other questions? And if you'd like to, feel free to unmute yourself if you'd like to ask a question.
Sheila.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm vibrating, but anyway.
Well,
Our service unit meeting is tomorrow night, so there's no way for me to get these slides, correct?
I think we could probably send them to you. Just give us a little bit of time. It wouldn't be the full recording, but we could send you the slides if you'd like to share them. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be helpful in case I get questions.
Okay. Sounds good. And what Kelly and I can do is tomorrow we'll send them out to all of the SUPPMs so that they'll have them. And then if anyone else specifically wants the slides and not the full recording, we can send that out too. All right. On that note, I am going to say once again, thank you, Kelly. We're so excited to have her in this role. She's going to be a fantastic support. And we're really excited about the coming year. We've got a lot of great things happening. Hopefully everybody's gotten their program guides too or seen them online. We've got a lot of really good girl programming coming up. We've got great product program coming up. And we're just really looking forward to the new year. So thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you. And I look forward to working with everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your night.